Hello Scorpios and welcome to Deku Tarot. I'm going to be doing your weekly tarot reading for May 27th through June 2nd of 2019. Okay, Scorpios, thank you guys so much. You were one of my highest viewing groups. So I want to say thank you guys so much for all of your support. Thank you to all of my Scorpio subscribers and to all who share my Scorpio videos. Thank you guys. If you haven't, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Check out your monthlies, your weeklies, for your sun sign, for your other placements as well, like your moon, your rising, your Venus. Know that this reading isn't going to resonate with every single one of you, and that's okay. It's not meant to, and it can't. So again, like I was saying, check out your other placements and your weeklies and your monthlies for your other placements, okay? Okay, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see the general spiritual, career, just the general messages and what might be happening this week for you. We're going to check that out with my Gustav Klimt Tarot here, and then we'll move on to love, okay? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Spiritual message, general messages for my Scorpios. Ooh, what's... Too many cards are wanting to come out here. Let's see, can I get one? There we go. There's one, the Magician. Awesome. Okay. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Messages from Spirit, messages from their higher selves for this week of May 27th, June 3rd. It's June 2nd. I keep saying June 3rd. I apologize, guys. Well, 2nd, 3rd. The energies are fluctuating. It doesn't have to be like specifically these days. It could have been last week. It could happen in a couple days, remember. Or it could happen next week. You know, energy and time are fluid. And not everybody's going to resonate with it, you know, exactly May 27th through June 2nd in a weekly fashion. So be aware of that as well. Thinking that some of you guys needed to hear that. Full reverse. Interesting. King of Pentacles and the Tower. I kind of want to flip it upright, but I'm going to leave it reversed because that's how I first saw it. You know, it's still quite a moment there. And some people associate the Tower with you guys. I don't really associate the Tower card with Scorpio. Especially not with the King of Pentacles next to it. Again, this to me, seeing the King of Pentacles or the Empress and the Tower have been Uranus and Taurus for me as a reader since that has happened. And I don't know why it's kind of coming out to me for you guys right now. And I know that that hits you guys in the relationship, romantic sector, but it could also be work relationships. It doesn't always have to be love and romance. So let's see some clarifiers here. Magician and the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Feels like we want to shift through some unsuccessful ventures here. If we're not feeling as successful as we should, we want to do something about it this week. If we've made some decisions that we think are foolish, or we're like, oh God, why did I do that? Or maybe I shouldn't have done this. You know, we're having regrets this week. Regret is at the center of your reading this week. So let's see. Magician reverse, Seven of Pentacles. Let's clarify what's bringing up these energies. What else my Scorpios need to know? Five of Pentacles reverse. Know, guys, that because you're willing to do something about it, because you see areas where you're stagnating, where you want to make some changes, you really want to get through this, and you are. So if you've been in a Five of Pentacles position, and when it shows up, you usually have. When it's reversed, though, we've already gone through that kind of dark night of the soul, through trying to figure something out, especially if we've been trying to figure something out on our own. What is dissatisfying us? What is, you know, not making us happy? And because it's Pentacles, it probably has to do with home, money, and connecting in that kind of way. If we've been through kind of a hard time with money, or we're feeling like, you know, I don't have as much right now, what you need to do is kind of shift your perspective a little bit, because it feels to me like you guys are able to make it back up very quickly. If you've had a loss of money, if you spent a lot recently, or you're needing some money and you're not really feeling it, you are on your way out of that situation, and you guys are getting yourselves out of there. Because when the Magician shows up, it's saying, you know, you have everything that you need right now. You have all the skills, the talent, the know-how to get through this. And you are. You're putting that energy into action here. So let's continue to get some clarifiers before I get more into this. Seven of Pentacles reverse, the Fool reverse, Scorpios. King of Swords reversed, Fool reversed, and King of Pentacles. Clarify, bringing up these energies, what we need to know about them. Okay, why? Okay, can I get one card? Like 5 cards just came out. Queen of Wands reversed. King of Pentacles to the Tower reversed. A lot of reversals this week. I think a lot of people are feeling interesting as they head into Gemini season. You guys for sure. So, if we hadn't, I don't know, what is this Tower reversed? I want to get one more actually for the Tower reversed. That's what I think it is. Give me a clarifier on this. Yeah, all right, so we're looking to make some changes this week, especially in terms of money. I feel like a lot of us here are really finance focused. How can we make more? How can I get to where I want to? If we had any big conversations or big realizations recently, it's really wanting us, it's like helping us kind of get the energy to push forward here. Like we're really wanting to make some changes. So it feels like maybe in that Scorpio full moon, honestly, we saw some things for what they were. We saw some mistakes that we've made. We saw, you know, maybe where we could make some changes. So again, when at the very center of your reading, we do have that full reverse. I really do want to talk about this energy right here. Because, I mean, it's all kind of radiating out to me from that full reverse right in the middle. And again, there's always like one kind of dominant card in my readings. And this is the dominant energy to me. But also what we have to remember is your underlying energy here really feels to be the Magician to me. So remember that whatever you want to get through here, you can get through. It feels like the Tower situation is not as bad as it seems. You might have made something up to be so much worse than it is, but in reality, it just involves, I feel like, a little bit of maneuvering here, a little bit of juggling and figuring out, you know, can I really continue to juggle the way I am, or is there something that needs to be dropped here and something else that needs to have more energy and effort put into? So, let's talk about this stuff. Because when it's reversed here, yeah, it does feel like we're stripping ourselves down completely to, you know, the bare bones of, you know, what we are. We're ready to make some changes here. I think Gemini season, if anything, is allowing us to see things in a kind of harsh light about where we've had successes that haven't been fulfilled and how we're really feeling about that. However, I don't feel like you guys are that down so much as you are ready to let go of the things that hold you back. You're ready to like just be very sharp and honest about things. Like, if you know, maybe I spend too much on this, well, I'm not gonna do that anymore. Or maybe I made a mistake here, maybe I should cut off this like work relationship. Okay, I'm gonna do it. It's like you guys are feeling like, I don't see any cups here. I mean, the Magician has all the aspects, but there's no cups here, and you guys are fixed water. So we're feeling very much about, we're feeling very detached from the emotional side of things this week, and then we're ready to make some decisions without letting the emotions get in the way. It's like you may have gotten that all out around that Scorpio full moon, and now you guys are just like, all right, let's go, let's do it, let's keep going here. We could again also feel that some certain people have held us back here. Power, you know, we have enemies, maybe even some of us that have stopped us from making decisions or have held us back, have, you know, said one thing and done something else, and we're not feeling really excited about that person there, especially, you know, if it's an air sign or a fire sign. We will talk about that. I don't know. I don't feel negative energy from the King of Pentacles. To me, this feels almost like, you know, we have a heavy focus with money. It's all about money and getting stability, getting comfort. We might even be looking again for a new home, because sometimes in the Three of Wands in this deck, I always see as, you know, we're researching some plans for the future. We might be thinking, usually, you know, I see her as, you know, maybe I can move here, maybe I can move there, maybe we could do this. So I don't know. I'm getting kind of that some of you might be thinking about moving, and you might be looking at different places, and you have to kind of decide, you know, where can I build up, you know, to this King of Pentacles position? Where can I be most stable and comfortable? Where do I really want to go? Some of you guys are really thinking about that this week and really researching it, I feel like. I don't know why I'm getting that message. But the Two of Pentacles, again, in the Tower reverse, says that, you know, this is going to take maneuvering. It's not as big as you think it is. If you guys think that you're going to have this Tower situation again, everything's going to fall apart and you're going to be destitute, don't worry about it. You've stabilized yourself, okay? And now you can start looking into the future. So it's a very raw week for you guys in terms of pushing forward, in terms of seeing, you know, yourself for exactly what you are, letting, you know, stripping away yourself right down to the bare bones to see, you know, what works, what doesn't, and what do I really need to change, what brings me happiness and success and what doesn't, and how can I do this, you know, what can I do for the future here, where do I see myself growing, where do I see myself going. The Queen of Wands reversed, though, we haven't really talked about her energy because she's there too. She is, when she's reversed, I always kind of see her as more of like, you know, there's uncertain energy. There's kind of, we might even be prone to not communicating the way we should in terms of either, you know, bringing out excessive fighting. It's kind of an excessively fiery energy, honestly. But and it could again be because we have some jealousy, and that might be why we're getting to this point. Maybe we're jealous of the way other people are doing things or what they've done, you know, what they're accomplishing in their lives, and that might be causing you guys to be a little bit excessively harsh on yourself. So again, I want to say don't be too harsh on yourselves throughout this week. Yeah. I don't know. Let me get actually one more card here. Let me get one more card. I feel like there's one more that needs to come out here. I don't know why. What is this one going to be about for Scorpios? Knight of Cups reversed. When I see him, there's something that we might be getting really in a fantasy land here. In terms of our emotions, in terms of how we feel about ourselves. We might be really prone to, again, like I was saying, don't be so hard on yourself, because it could get carried away, and that could be where you get carried away emotionally there. And seeing like, oh, I can't do this, I'm never going to get there, I'm never going to be here. And you're getting stuck in a fantasy world that really doesn't exist here. So don't let this excessive harshness, this, you know, stripping down, again, like I'm saying, like to the bare bones of who you are and what you've done, to like really like make some big decisions here. You know, don't let it like be too, you could end up being too harsh, because we are getting stuck in this weird place that is kind of illusory. And remember to stay grounded. Grounding will really help you this week. Also, again, like I'm just saying, there's just illusory energy. Maybe, again, I feel like we're dealing with either some bosses or work relationships that have been like, oh, it's going to be like this, it's going to be like this, it's going to be amazing, blah, blah, blah. And maybe it ended up not being all cracked up as it was to be, and it was kind of a fantasy thing, and we're like feeling a little bit stupid about it. But we're ready to face the music and be like, okay, this isn't what I want. Is it like, this isn't what they said it was going to be, so am I still here? So we're making some plans here. We're looking at what to drop. This is a really, like, the blinders are off this week for you guys, and you're ready to deal with it. It's like, sometimes Scorpios, you guys do this thing where you will block yourself from the truth for a really long time, and it really, like, you will build up a wall, and then you'll be like, why is this wall here? I don't know why this wall is here, I can't see past it. And you guys are the only ones who can bring it down, though. So it feels like this week is, you guys are finally ready to bring it down, to face some music, and, you know, not get too emotional about it. So, yeah. All right, let's get a card from the Stacey DeMarco Halloween Oracle here. And I am doing private readings again, guys, so if you want to book a private reading, all the information is below this video in my description box, along with my Twitter and my Instagram if you want to see what's up on there. My messages and advice from my Scorpio's higher selves, from their spirit guides. You need to know this week. Jack-o'-lantern, protection. You guys are protected, okay? Know that you are protected and that you are capable of creating the life that you want, and that the universe supports you in this, should Jack shine his light upon you. Yeah, see, there you go, guys. Boundaries are important to teach people how to treat us, and drawing this card indicates that you may wish to renew the ones you have or to establish new ones. Yeah, exactly, guys. Exactly what we were just talking about. You know, what boundaries have been overstepped in your life by people? What, you know, again, who's false, who's real? We're making some big decisions this week. We're seeing things for what they are, and we are protected as we push forward. So don't be afraid to, you know, put your foot down where you need to, and to make those big decisions. Let's look at love. And I really want to use the Hermetic Tarot for you guys for some reason. So we're going to use the Hermetic Tarot now. We're going to check out love. Love and romance. Love and relationships for my Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And I just do general love readings for the week. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see like a monthly singles, couples love reading for the signs. I was thinking about possibly doing that, but I don't know. Only if you guys are interested. Let's see. All right, Scorpios. Ace of Swords. Love and relationships for my Scorpios. Empress. Oof. Four of Cups. I don't know. Hold on. Whew, what's popping out here? The Hierophant reverse and Justice. Interesting. Interesting. Feels like a pretty good week for love, though. Kind of unconventional. If you're not happy with the way things are, be open to unconventional new paths for love. That's something that's been kicking around. Remember when I brought up Uranus and Taurus for you guys in the beginning of the reading? That's kind of significant here. And it's going to be significant for 7 years, so get used to it. It's changing your relationships. It's making them more unconventional. You have to be more honest about what you want and what you need out of love and out of a relationship. Okay? Sorry, I had to get a sip of water there, so I cut off my sentence in the middle there. All right, let's see. Let's clarify the Ace of Swords and the Empress, though, first. Four of Swords, clarify the Empress, and the Four of Cups. Let's bring up these energies. What are they about in terms of love, May 27th through June 2nd for Scorpios? Let's bring up the Empress and the Four of Cups. Oof, Nine of Cups reversed. Four of Cups and the Hierophant reversed. Ace of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Justice card. You have three major arcanas here, so, and two aces. Three of Pentacles and Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles came out. So I'm going to take them both, because look at that. It's 3, then 6. It's a double there. So we are moving from, building on the same ground of, in mind, body, spirit in terms of a relationship. We have the same goals. We have the same... we have the same goals in terms of the relationship, the same path in mind. We're willing to work together, and it's really balancing out here. And it's interesting because this is actually my lower echo of this card. I always see the Six of Pentacles as the lower echo of Justice, because, again, they're both, Libra and Taurus are both ruled by Venus, and Libra and Taurus are, there's another, sorry. What am I saying? Oh my god, I just got myself all lost in my sentence there, but what I'm trying to say is, this is my, lower echo of the Libra card. These are both Libra, is what I'm trying to say. Anyways, let's just talk about what's coming up here for love. Alright, Ace of Swords and the Empress, with the Four of Swords in the middle. If we've recently, maybe some of us here, in terms of meditation, taking some time out for yourself that you needed, to reconnect in terms of your heart, you're realizing where things are not as ideal as you would like them to be. So if you're in a relationship, you're realizing, yes, there's a lot of open-hearted, wonderful, beautiful love here, but there's some type of dissatisfaction with the Nine of Cups reversed and the Four of Cups. There's certain things that we really want. There's certain things that we are not happy about. There's certain things that I feel like we've become disillusioned with that, once were our dream. When I see the Nine of Cups upright, I always see that as, a wish come true. It's our dream. Lord of material happiness. Again, also, if you've been spending too much with the Empress and the Nine of Cups reverse, we might need to replenish our savings here and not go out so much. Sometimes I see that with the 9 as that kind of combination of, watch your spending here. You don't want to spend too much. Maybe take a rest. Get back in touch with nature. Get back in touch in a less materialistic way with your loved one, especially if they are a female, because we have the Empress there. There's a lot of divine feminine energy here for healing, for opening our heart. She is that energy of just pure love and romance and just open-hearted, beautiful, nourishing love in a relationship. But we don't want to take it to excess and forget that we have other responsibilities, other things. Because again, I know that in America it's Memorial Day weekend, so maybe people are just drinking too much, wanting to spend too much, getting really involved with their partner and going off and again drinking too much and or partying too much. And it's going to have havoc on the bank account and other areas of your life. So watch out for that, okay? Lord of blended pleasure. Again, we need to blend pleasure with a more serious energy as well, because relationships and love aren't all about that. But it's also saying with the Four of Cups, Ace of Cups, Hierophant reverse here. I'm getting, like I was saying in the very beginning of this love reading here, some of us here have taken some time out and are realizing we might not be as satisfied with the situation as we once were, and that's okay. People grow and they change, and they need to have renewals. And if you are looking for something more, you're looking for something different to, bring the relationship back together or bring somebody in here, maybe, or what I'm trying to say, for singles, it's you're not looking for the same things you were. What attracted you once is not the same thing as it is now. You're not looking for that same relationship as you were in the past, and maybe that's why an ex is not interesting you right now. For a couple of you, but just in general, you guys are like, wow, I've changed and this is what I want now. And it might be more unconventional, but that is your truth, and it balances you out. Once you bring this truth out into the open and you admit it, and you're just this is what I want and this is what I need and this is what is going to make me happy in terms of love, in terms of a relationship, even if it's like unconventional, if like you want to be in, I don't know, like an open marriage or something. For some of you, it could be something like that, but I don't know. Or like, bringing somebody into the mix for some fun. Some of you guys are looking for something more unconventional, or you're needing to talk about, what about a relationship really is for you? What is a relationship? What is love? What is a healthy partnership for you? What is marriage to you for some of you? And how is that, how does that work for you? Like, what is your view on it? I don't know. There's a lot of truths about, what a relationship is. Like, I don't know, the whole structure of it for you guys this week. Like, what resonates with your heart. And it feels very different. It feels like you guys realize, what maybe you grew up like thinking you wanted is not the same thing you want now. And this is like a really interesting thing of being like reading here, of just being like, yeah, well, this is what my heart says, this is what my emotions say, and it like comes up through your layers here, and you're like, I'm not that conventional, I'm a Scorpio, and this is what I need, and this is what I want. Uranus is in Taurus now, and this is what I want, and that's okay, because it feels like it works out, it balances you out, whether the other person or your partner is interested or not. You know your truth now, and you're ready to put that out into the universe and bring that energy back in for what's going to be best for you. This is a really interesting love reading for you guys. All right, let's get some Romance Angel Oracle cards here. Scorpios. Scorpios in terms of love and relationships this week. What is flying out? Okay, just take it. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Wow. So maybe their relationship was either not good, or if they were divorced, or they fought, or there was issues within the family relationship because of the parents' relationship. And that's like, affected the way you viewed love and the way you were in relationships. You guys are realizing that this week and are like, well, that's why I am like this, but I don't need to be that way. I don't need to hold on to that anymore, or live, expect relationships to be this way. It's a lot of expectation and then acting out that. You don't need to do that, okay? Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Yeah, so what is, I think that some of us here are getting back into chemistry, whether we're in a relationship or singles. What brings about chemistry? And it might be something pretty unconventional, something different, something new here. And I don't know why, I'm just getting this feeling for you guys this week. So let me know in the comments below how this resonates with these messages for May 27th through June 2nd. Be sure to check out your weeklies and your monthlies for your other placements. Putting out a crystal series video, the first one this week. I am going to be also releasing some merch stuff that I'm going to be selling that I designed myself and I've been working on. And I'm also taking private readings again. I think I already mentioned this though, but all that information is right below this video in my description box. Have a wonderful and blessed week, my Scorpios, okay?